Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Aurora. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're going to ride this running back. Hard running there. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle with Sexton, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Keeps looking downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Got a little space. There he goes. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
TCU 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Aurora. Shakes off the defender. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the catch. It's Aurora. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds a little space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Second down coming up. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Aurora. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, TCU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 21 to North Carolina. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the give off the left side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Missouri wants to go fast. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Sexton. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
Oh, they knock it free! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Give him 6. Touchdown, Missouri! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The short hands, it's Aurora. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Making side adjustments here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
On the double. Let's go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second, looking to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Smashes ahead. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. To kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Quick step and go. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already. You get your hands on a football, and the offense still makes the play. That is so demoralizing for this team.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. He's into the open down the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry up. The corners are walked up tight. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And here they come, almost all the way back.
it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just flushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Breaks into the open. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Finds a man on the right. Out of midfield, he's got room. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down.
Here we go. 221 wing. 221 wing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Tiger! Fitted in the window for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Back to pass on 2nd down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Punch it out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Got his man. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Finds his man. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Makes the grab on the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Skips away from pressure. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's got his man. Touchdown, TCU! And the comeback is on. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Throws to the tight end. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking, but now decided to go for it.
The ball pops out on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
And they could not afford that giveaway on special teams. Of course, they're losing. They need another possession to get back in this one, and now handing it back to the opponent, they might find themselves in an even deeper hole.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20.
22 water.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Missouri wants to go fast. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They get to him as he throws. He's open on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's toughness by that young man.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
3rd and long situation. We're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Under fire. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.